Hello students of class 11, welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. This video is for class 11 nutrition and the chapter that I am going to continue is the carbohydrate. It is the part 13 video and it is the last video from this chapter. So in this video I will discuss about some more short notes. In the previous video I have already discussed two main short notes, that is the glycemic index and glycemic load. In this video we will discuss about hypoglycemia, hyperglycemia and reducing sugar. So hypo means low, hyper means excessive. So we have a certain sugar level, we should have a certain sugar level, that is 70 to 110 mg per dl. But if it goes high, it will call the hyperglycemia, and if it is go down, then it will call the hypoglycemia. And the reducing sugar term, you have already learned about that, because in the previous part when I am discussing the parts or the structures of the monosaccharide disaccharide, I have already told you what is the reducing sugar. That means they can provide the free aldose or ketose group, and let's learn about them. Okay.
So hyperglycemia is the condition marked by excess glucose in blood. It is marked by some symptoms also. The normal glucose level is 70 to 110 mg per dl. If it became higher than it, then it is called hyperglycemia. So there are some symptoms that can be seen in the patients of the hyperglycemia. The first one is fatigue. Fatigue means the excessive tiredness. The second one is polyuria. Polyuria means excessive urination. Third is dehydration. So if excessive urination happens, then the waters are going out from the body excessively. So there are deficiency of the water and the minerals must be seen in the body. So this is the dehydration, that results the dehydration. The next is blood vision. Blood vision means actually due to the sugar patients who have the high diabetes level, who have the high blood sugar level, the cornea affected towardsly, like it is a very dangerous effect among the cornea. Sometimes glaucoma also can happen, so their vision became blurred. So it is also a very common disease, a common symptom of the diabetes. The next is polyphagia. Polyphagia means the excessive thirst that can lead to more water consumption. Next, the weight loss, excessive weight loss, as the carbohydrates can't be stored in the muscles, so the weight loss can be seen. Next is poor wound healing. So where the wounds are, when someone have some wound or having some wound, so in this area the bacteria infestation is more, because the sugar level is very high in the blood, also the sugar level is very high. So in the exposed area the bacteria can form properly and they can breed also, so the healing of the wound became very slow. The next is dry and itchy skin. It is also the symptom of the hyperglycemia. So these symptoms are characterized of the disease referred to the diabetes mellitus, obviously, in which the blood glucose is raised permanently. In chronic conditions there may be kidney damage, cardiovascular damage, damage of the retina, lens and eye, etc. So the next short note is on the hypoglycemia. Hypo means lower. So this is the condition which is the blood glucose level falls below the normal level. It is actually more dangerous than the hyperglycemia, because the hypoglycemia may lead to death or coma also. So some symptoms of it or some effects of it, you can say that blood vision same, because the diabetes can affect the eye most. The rapid heartbeat, that means the heartbeat became high because it is actually the body response that the sugar level is becoming very low, so you have to take some sugar. So it is the feedback response, you can say. Next is irritability. Next is nervousness at tensed situations. Headache, excessive headache can be seen. Hunger, the people became very hungry. It is the hungry is also the feedback regulations that the body needs some food, mainly the carbohydrates, so that is why hunger came. Next, tumbling sensation, that means on the fingertip the tumbling sensations can be seen. The sleeping trouble, they can't sleep because the breathlessness happening. Tingling and numbness of the skin, it is also a very common problem. Weakness or tiredness. Unclear thinking, they became they start thinking not clearly, not rationally. Their unclear thinking can initiate. Next, seizure and coma. So coma is a final situation where the patient can die. So the prolonged hypoglycemia can be marked by ketosis. So if there is deficiency of the carbohydrates, so the proteins and the fats will start forming the energy in the body. So it will lead to ketosis or ketoacidosis, you can say. A condition when ketone bodies are synthesized in the body is excess. It is called the ketosis. So this condition when the body cells cannot derive energy from the glucose and hence breaks down the fat in excess, resulting in the production of the ketone bodies. So it is the short note on the hypoglycemia. The next short note is on the reducing sugar. Before also I told you that it is the structure of the glucose, it is the structure of the fructose, and it is the structure of the galactose. So in the glucose structure you can say that one aldehyde group, that is the free aldehyde group, is present. It is the main part of the being a reducing sugar. Okay, free aldehyde group. So sugars which possesses free carbonyl group, that is aldehyde or ketones, have the property of reducing some reagents like failing reagents. So failing reagent is usually blue in color, and if we act on the glucose, then it became orangish red. Tolerance reagent is also bluish in color and it became red, brick red, after acting on this reducing sugars. The reagents usually have copper or in the cupric form that reduced by these sugars and form the cuprous state. Cupric means Cu plus 2, Cu plus 2, and it became cupric. From the cupric state it became cuprous. Cuprous means Cu plus. So the reduction happening. So that is why it is called a reducing sugar. So usually monosaccharides and some of the disaccharides are reducing sugars. Sucrose, although a disaccharide, does not reduce these reagents since it does not have a free aldehyde or ketone group. Polysaccharides are non-reducing sugars usually. So here it is the glucose. Here it have the aldehyde group. So it is the reducing sugar. Also for the fructose, you can see that it also have free ketone group. So that is why it is also the reducing sugar. So that is all about the reducing sugar.
So by this video, I'm completing this chapter. I will make some new videos from these new chapters. Till then, thank you.